Greetings, Skeechling. Skeech Prime here with my live reaction of One Punch Man. This was a bit of a surprise. Oh, we have Sekko! Uh, and then they're going to the beach. Beach Seiko. Um, that's just a lovely visage right there. 210 intensive training camp. Alrighty. Let's see here. We're at the cafe. Oh, it's got two F's in it. Anyway, that's how you know it's fresh. I really thought you were going to turn me down last night. Anyway, thank you for accepting my invitation. Okay, so it had been confirmed to me that this is a My Mask, so I'm glad that I wasn't completely wrong. Um, it was like once, like a little while back, which is even way further back when you consider how often we get chapters. uh, didn't think you were talking to me. Who else was there but Genos? Well, it's not every day someone invites me for lunch, and I've got nothing else to do. This is my favorite cafe. See, it's spelled correctly there. It's always quiet and a nice vibe, kind of a hidden gem. May I take your order? I'll have a cola. Haha, Frankie would be proud. I'll have the homemade lemonade, and for him, the CISO ginger ale. Oh no, let him have his cola. Alright, no point in wasting time. Let's get to the point while we wait for our drinks. Caped Baldy, are you aware that the world has entered a new era of change? Whoa. Long ago, there used to be so many countries all over the world. They repeatedly waged large scale world wars, fighting over. Is this like our future? Like something caused the world to like form into one country or something? Is that we're getting some world lore here? Let's see here. uh, Fighting over land and resources as the population declined and the preservation of the species became a priority. The human race unified its language, and a global government was born. This was the first era of change. However, effects of World War continued to erode the planet. The environment turned toxic, accelerated, or climate change accelerated, sea levels rose, and harmful organisms proliferated. So that's the era of monsters. In result, humanity abandoned other territories, focused all of its efforts on the supercontinent, and carried out a mass migration. Oh, so there are other countries and continents around the world. Okay. But the supercontinent just existed always? After overcoming this second era of change, the single unified nation grew strong once again. You must have learned all this stuff in elementary school, right? And he's just like, huh? I've been doing some research on biology for a while now, and apparently humans are what you can call constant or environmental beings. The fuck does that mean? It means we're a unique species capable of controlling the environment to suit ourselves. Okay, so we change the environment. Wouldn't that be elemental changer? uh, Amazing, isn't it? Even though we have such physically weak bodies compared to other animals, we've survived for so long. Here's your homemade lemonade. Thanks. It's homemade right out of the bottle. But now we're facing something we can't solve by only adjusting the environment. The third era of change is upon us. What do you think that is? He doesn't know. Here's your CISO ginger ale. He doesn't want that. Ginger ale is fine, don't get me wrong, but he wanted cola. It's Humanity's natural enemy, the emergence of. Okay, so this era is the monsters. Okay. Possibly brought on by the second era. Possessing high degrees of intelligence. A few years ago, it was a rare phenomenon, but lately the constant elevation alarms are getting on people's nerves. Evacuation, I mean. What's worse, most monsters originate among us. Yourself included, my lad. Or, when he said he was studying biology before, has he been experimenting on himself? Maybe injecting monster cells to make himself stronger so he can fight the monsters? Or unlocking his potential of becoming a monster but also not losing himself to the monstrification? These could be revolutionary ideas for the franchise. Where, you have like just a transformation, essentially. Like, you look like a normal human, and then all of a sudden you turn into Bigfoot, and it's like, I'm gonna save the humans! Goes, kicks, and then turns back to a human when they want to. Having full control over monstrification. And then they could employ this to monsters where, like, maybe they're a little reluctant to what they have become, but don't really want to do anything unless, some of them it seems like they're almost pushed into it. Maybe there'll be like an ideological change, where, you when people view you as something and then you're like, screw it, I am this thing. Or you're like, well, no one's going to believe I'm anything else. And then it's like, this is the way to do that. I don't know. Like taking medicine when you catch a cold. The cold isn't a disease. You can't cure it. How do you respond to the emergence of monsters? Humanity needs an immune system, and this immune system is heroes. We need to increase the number of capable heroes, and there must be someone there to lead and encourage them. Charismatic, yes, what's Chris? I don't know. Absolute hero. The birth of a true hero will bring about a new transformation in the chaotic world. Caped Baldy, that's who you will become. Oh shit. I've decided to turn you into a superhero. We're just going superhero now. The superhero era. Trust me and follow me. This is not what I was expecting. No time like the present. Let's start with getting to know each other. Here's the plan for the rest of today. Oh, I thought he was standing up for a second. First, we'll transfer to a private place. I've already made reservations. You can let me know your thoughts while we have lunch. Let me know if you have any food allergies. I mean, he's just going to order your food anyway. A theoretical framework about... Oh, God, he's not going to want any of this. About heroes and justice. I'm considering abolishing the S-Class ranking. I'll have my manager... This is a top secret project, so don't tell anyone yet. He'll either forget it or just doesn't care enough. Why did this guy decide to order my drink without it? That's what he's worried about. That's our Saitama right there. That really bothered me, and I didn't hear a word of what he's saying. So he's literally just zoned out. Okay, so I was pretty much right. I've also contacted a leading authority on hair regrowth. Oh my god. He would have loved that. It'd be really great. Just sign this contract, providing effective gear to boost combat power for B class and lower. Weird how he wants to abolish the S class when he's like the gatekeeper for S class, so it's kind of weird. Is it just that he doesn't want anyone technically above him, even though he thinks he's S class himself? I might ask, I don't know what your end goal on that one is. The other ones seem fine. Like, helping out the B class, boosting their power, so they can be more effective heroes. You know, this whole like a leadership thing, but it's like because we don't really have that because Blast being the strongest hero, at least as far as they know, he's never around, and Tatsumaki, she ain't leading nobody. She's doing it for her own biz. So it's like, yeah, they don't have like and like Silverfang. He's technically gone. So it's like the further you go down, the more you'll see that nobody in S class would really lead these people like he's proposing. Well, let's see. Uh, yeah, Child Emperor technically defected, so not him. Then you've got Atomic Samurai. I don't think would want to because then that's like taking on so many disciples, and his focus would be split, and he probably wouldn't want it. Yeah, that I'm just keep seeing more issues with that. Let's see here. The building of a trust relationship. Acknowledgement from Hero Association top management. Right, so we've gone to a dojo, it looks like. Ah, everything looks delicious. Why are you treating me so well? It's not just mere courtesy. Wait, is this his home, or is this the private place he was talking about? As I explained, it's an intensive training camp. I even cleared my agenda for 2 full days. What? You want to train with me? No, I'm well aware of your power. Oh my god, another person that actually knows. But I'm not too sure about your value system or your humanity. That's why, in order to fully unlock your potential as a hero, I'm going to teach you everything I know. It's study time. Oh, shit. The Hero Association has allocated a generous budget for your makeover during the intensive star quality training. I'll teach you all about my philosophy, experience, and unwritten rules of the business. Yeah, this ain't going to go well. Therefore, the premise of the unshakable convention, or conviction, a hero must always be strong, elegant, and victorious. However, just like anime and movies can inspire courage, I believe it's possible to create a hero in real life, whose real or very existence acts as a pillar in people's hearts. It's impossible to respond to every voice asking for help. So my ideal vision of, and he fell asleep. Wake up, Kate Baldy-kun. Oh, he added could. It's only been 20 minutes. It's just you haven't even started to talk about heroes. What? Yeah, he wrote it on the board. Then it's like everything surrounding the concept, which is really not what he cares for. Like he actually wants to help people, but he also wants a challenge. So it's like, yeah, your idea of a hero is nothing. So end of chapter. Okay, to be hero. Um. Oh crap! Did it freeze? Oh, never mind. For a minute there, I thought it might have froze. I don't know. That was kind of weird. But yeah, I not sure what to make of this. Like, this is not the turn I was expecting. But also, we got a little bit of world building. Apparently, there are other continents on the planet. The There's a supercontinent, which is where everybody lives now. Through war and everything, population dwindled, and then eventually that was the first era. The second era, they finally came together after they realized, yeah, we've kind of screwed ourselves. Just to all come together on the supercontinent, especially after environmental changes, presumably also started creating the monsters, which now we're in the third era where that is elevating to a stark degree of change for them. where monsters were probably just a thing. Now they're super intelligent, super powerful, you know, almost world busters in the case of like Boros, but he's from a whole nother planet. So, which really makes you wonder. It's like, was Boros the like one of the only like unifying forces for aliens? Is that maybe the reason why the other aliens haven't done anything? Because like we've saw other species of aliens, right? So it's like, why hasn't anybody else come to Earth? Like that was forever ago. I would have expected like an alien to like come to Earth and play the whole ET thing just to join the heroes, and it's like, I will win with finger. But yeah, so, but yeah, so it's almost a wonder that we don't see that more often. But either way, so yeah, now we're in the monster hero era, I guess, and Mask wants to make a superhero role model leadership for the Hero Association. He wants to abolish the S Class, which I already kind of explained where that might be the case. Like, he being the gatekeeper, it makes sense that he probably just doesn't care for the S Class. He thinks that a lot of them are rather pompous, regardless of their powers. He does seem to be more of the idealistic type, where his ideals, if they don't align with your ideals, he doesn't like you. So, regardless if you're still doing what his end goal would be, which is helping people, protecting the world, and the various cities and everything. So, but yeah. And Saitama is now getting a crash course into all of those ideals, and it's putting him to sleep. So I don't really know what to expect. Because if he fell asleep in 20 minutes, what were you going to teach him in 2 days? But yeah. Let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this one. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out other content. I'm going to have a few videos scattered out between today and tomorrow, so stay tuned. And I might start streaming Donkey Kong. Also, my head is all full of crap. Sorry if I've been rather like nasally or whatever. But anyway, links down below for all of my socials. I'm part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days. And until next time, Keechlings. Yeah. We're just going to go to school for 2 days, apparently.